Hey, I'm Brad Stansberry, KPMG's consulting sector leader for energy and chemicals.
And I'm Dan Fisher, KPMG's technology leader for energy and chemicals.
So Dan, we've definitely moved into the digital era. And so I want to get a perspective from you on how do you see game changers impacting maybe both power and utilities and oil and gas companies?
Yeah, well, I think one of the big things that we're seeing is the increase in productivity. And MIT Sloan recently was doing a study, and knowledge workers already adapting AI are seeing a 40% increase in their productivity.
Oh, wow.
So as you think about that for the utility industry and oil and gas, if they can free up that much time for their knowledge workers, they can start to really tackle the big problems around decarbonization and electrification of the grid.
As far as sentiment in our energy companies, it sounds like they're pretty positive about the opportunities with AI generally.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. Last fall, I spoke at the Western Energy Institute on a panel about GenAI and AI, and I think maybe like 5% of the hands went up when asked, who's playing with these technologies, and just a short time later, it's like every single one of our clients wants to talk about it. In our recent KPMG CEO survey, something like 64% of CEOs said it was a top priority over the next 5 years. So you're seeing the wave really come really quickly, and the adoption from kind of, I don't think we'll do that, to, yeah, we really need to make this a strategic part of our efforts.
So as executives are prioritizing this for investment, what should be their expectations around the return? Like, when are they seeing return on these investments that they're making in AI?
Yeah, well, I think, they're going to need to have a short-term strategy and a long-term strategy. And so tactically speaking, the adoption of tools that the knowledge workers can get right away. So meeting minutes, summarizing emails, helping them do their day-to-day jobs. Those things are kind of quick wins. As they think about, applying it and synthesizing in all the sensors across their grid, across their plants, across their assets, those big data sets are going to take a little bit more time. And so how do you really kind of lay out a strategic plan for those, and know that you may need to put in new technologies, new networks, new infrastructure to really capture all that data and harden it. And the quality of the tools continues to evolve every single day. So there's a lot of opportunities coming down the pipe.
Okay. When you think about starting the journey, when you're talking to executives about how to start their AI journey, is it focused on starting to build use cases? I mean, you mentioned some kind of worker enablement, but if you're taking a step past that in complexity, are you seeing kind of a focus on individual industry-based use cases? And if so, what are some of those that you're seeing?
Yeah, so several different ways. So really, everybody's interested in kind of talking about what are the use cases you're seeing. We're spending a lot of time with our clients really kind of digging into what are their most challenging business problems, and then helping them understand how the technologies can be applied. So we have a couple of clients, right, or all of our utility clients, who are constantly working on rate cases. And there's tremendous, tens of thousands of pages of information available from what other utilities have done, what responses have been. And for a single human to kind of read all of that and process it takes a lot of time. So we've been helping them build knowledge assistants using GenAI, where they can ask questions of those documents and really, take their research from hours down to minutes, and actually help them start to create the response and draft the response.
Okay.
So that's one way we're doing it. Another way is with HR. And so like we spent some time with an HR department, and they're kind of strapped for budget and resources, and they wanted to think about how they could start to schedule their workers more efficiently.
Right.
And so we were using AI constraint-based scheduling technologies to help them automate that process and look at the efficiencies of when two individuals work together, what's their productivity as a team versus two other individuals, and help them really think about how they build the best teams as they deploy them out to the field.
Okay. It will be interesting to watch.
It will.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me today.